What is going on YouTube? Here back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we are going to be looking at Cardano, Bitcoin, Ethereum, as well as XRP and the S&P 500 if we have time. Specifically in today's video, we have to talk about the recent movement we saw in yesterday's video. Yesterday, we were actually retesting bottom supports. This was a vital movement for most of the cryptocurrency space. If we had broken below this vital support, we would pretty much immediately see correction to the downside. Volume would swing into the market and push us lower. So we're basically riding on this support level, figuring out whether or not we were going to break through support or if we were going to be breaking through resistance. Now, yesterday, most of these cryptocurrencies were actually retesting this key support level as prices kind of filled the apex there. And ultimately, we actually saw a break above the resistance lines that we drew. We discussed in depth yesterday and in specific on pretty much all the platforms that we have. If we were to be crossing anywhere above this resistance and this downtrend, it was an immediate buy-in action for a swing back up to most moving averages and support levels. So if you guys are new to today's video, definitely make sure to subscribe, as we had just broken 30,000 subscribers yesterday on our way to 100K, as you guys can clearly see. And if you guys are interested in learning how to make money, how to profit, and what my trades are in my, buying in and selling short strategies, definitely make sure to watch the video to the end. If you are new to the channel, definitely make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, leave a giant thumbs up, as this does help support the YouTube algorithm. And let's jump right into today's episode. Alright guys, before we jump into today's video, I want to give a huge shout out to Let's Exchange for sponsoring today's episode. For those that don't know, Let's Exchange is a multi-currency financial service created for a simple, safe, and fast cryptocurrency exchange. Any exchange operation is easily carried out in a fully automatic mode, which guarantees you a quick receipt of funds. What's also cool is there's no registration or the KYC required, which means users can start trading immediately as soon as the rate is right for them, which is also fairly appreciated, as I know a lot of a lot of exchanges that have been on the market are now requiring registration and KYC. So Let's Exchange's goal is to provide every crypto enthusiast with an easy-to-use service for exchanging crypto. They support 250 plus coins, including Bitcoin, Ethereum, Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin, Binance, Tron, XRP, so on and so forth, and pretty much all the major cryptocurrencies in the space. This makes for about 62,000 currency pairs available for trading, and at least 100 plus more coins are being added shortly. As you guys know, time is money for crypto traders, as even a slight delay in processing a trade may substantially change its outcome. As a registration-free, easy-to-use, and fully automated exchange service, Let's Exchange enables traders to save time at each step of the crypto swap and thus earn more money. Their key features consist of a few different things. It's an easy-to-use web application, as you guys can see, user-friendly interface, multifunctional service. It's operating without the registration or KYC, like we mentioned. The fast exchange is just a few simple steps, and as we discussed, there's over 250 validated coins with 62,000 different pairs. They don't have upper limits to exchange. You can also choose a fixed rate to be protected from losses if the price drops, and there's a 24/7 real-time support, which is fairly convenient too if you do have any questions along the way. And then, as you guys know, exchanging XRP and other altcoins, especially within the United States and especially California and New York, have become extremely difficult, and Let's Exchange pretty much makes those coins, they're all offered on the exchange, and it makes it extremely easy to access them and to actually use them to trade around with. Otherwise, guys, that's pretty much it. Once again, huge shout out to Let's Exchange for sponsoring today's episode. Otherwise, let's jump right into today's video. Alright guys, so yesterday's video we discussed how XRP Ripple hodlers, watch this before it's too late. We talked about Cardano as well, as Cardano was seeing some very interesting plays. Now what I really would just want to start with and dive right into is top 10 cryptocurrencies. This was a quick refresh. Notice how most of the cryptocurrencies were in red yesterday. They're now starting to bounce off off supports and swing back to the upside. The only coin that's really not seeing any sort of successful movement is Cardano, and that's for good reason. Cardano is only up about 1.5%, while most of the cryptos are up 6 to, I'd say, 16% on average, maybe 12 to 10% across the board. Bitcoin up 6%, Ethereum up 12, Binance up 18%, Polkadot 12, XRP up 4, and then so on and so forth, 7, 10, and 5. So what's interesting to notice is the way most of these cryptos are playing out. I'm just going to swing through most of these altcoins. We're going to discuss the slight movements we're having now, and then we'll go in depth into each crypto. So XRP, actually, as you guys can see, yesterday we drew a descending fractal that was forming on the coin. This sort of channel was just allowing us to teeter-totter off these resistances. Notice the clear tops on most of XRP's chart. You can see here, here, here. I'm just going to keep circling over them. And now we're currently at this one right now. And this is what we're going to have to talk about. Now look at Ethereum, where we had this downtrend drawn. We discussed in depth yesterday that if at any point on the descending triangle, if we were to break above this resistance right here, this downtrend in green, it would be a good buy-in signal, and it would ultimately allow the coin to swing back up, ultimately heading back to its moving average. We did just yesterday manage to break above this resistance, and now you can see coins are immediately starting to correct back up to its moving average. We're also going to look at the daily charts in a second to confirm. But the same thing applies itself with Bitcoin, as Bitcoin, we discussed, was coming into a very interesting area. Prices ultimately were found to be at a bottom support. This is a very strong support level that we've discussed in the past, where prices immediately bounce off of here and swing up higher. Now notice we were pretty much consolidating in, and then we were waiting to see if we were to be breaking bullish or bearish. We would needed a confirmation. If we broke above this downtrend, we would immediately send a signal to the upside, buy in long, and obviously swing back to about the moving average, if not a little bit higher. And then if we broke bearish, we would swing to the downside. Cardano as well is seeing the only coin that's really not moving at all, with good reason. Cardano just had this massive explosion in price. We managed to not break below this resistance right here, which we were discussing, or this support level. This was yesterday, the 28th. And yes, now today's March 1st. But we discussed that if we were to be breaking through this resistance and this uptrend and this support, there's a good chance you would see the coin swing back down and retest its moving average right here. It didn't. It bounced right off of there, and now we're starting to consolidate. So I am waiting for some sort of price to come back down and retest here, and maybe we'll see a swing to the upside. And then the S&P 500 looks good, immediately coming down. We retested this bottom support, and I think we're going to do just like what we did in the past. It allowed us to get very low on the relative strength indicator, and you can see immediately after correcting, we swung back up. So I think the same thing is going to happen. We hit here, good time to buy in, as I do believe markets are going to swing us back inside the upwards channel right here. I do believe this is creating a higher low, and we are going to start to see the markets head back up. But to jump right into the technical analysis, we're going to look at XRP mainly, and then we'll swing on to the other cryptos, specifically Bitcoin and then Ethereum. But you can see with XRP, this is the biggest thing for the coin. So unlike the other cryptos, you can see where Bitcoin was in the downtrend. You can see right here, this is the resistance. I mean, if you want, we can easily draw like another sort of support in some sort of way right here. I mean, we could just find something along the lines of this, which was causing some sort of descending fractal right here that was forming. And then ultimately, once we saw the price break right above here, we started to swing up. But you can see it's pretty much just needed to retest resistance right here before seeing any sort of significant pop. We're looking for that same pattern to come across in XRP. So these other cryptocurrencies could be foreshadowing the next movement for XRP, as these cryptos on the 4-hour, they were having trouble breaking through resistance. Eventually we did, as of today, and yesterday we broke through this resistance right here. We're starting to swing back to the moving average. Happened there. Bitcoin already did so and already is retesting its moving average on the 4-hour. So I do believe these coins are foreshadowing the next movement with XRP, as XRP, if at any point we see confirmation of a break above this resistance and this downtrend right here, we should see an immediate swing to the upside. So this is a key, vital, and crucial position right now for XRP, because this is going to open up some big doors for profit, guaranteed. At the position we're currently at right now, I am definitely going to be making some sort of profit off this movement, because obviously there's one of two ways this coin's going to move. We've finished the consolidation that the coin needed. The consolidation has happened. Now we're battling our downtrends. if the coin decides today to pop off and go above this resistance here, and we close tonight above here, even if we hang out here, very good chance we're going to be seeing some sort of swing back to the upside. Vice versa, if we close below this resistance and we don't break above here, good chance we're going to see the dip and we're going to short the market, and it's going to swing to the downside. So really what we're waiting on right now is confirmation. If this candle today is able to start to see some sort of trickle effect back up to here, and we can close heading up at any point today, if we can close tonight, no matter where we are in regards to the price level, even if we close at 44 cents or we close at 48 cents, if we can close above here, there's a good chance tomorrow we're going to start to see prices swing back to the upside. Vice versa, if today we don't manage to close above resistance, good chance we're going to see a short position open up, and we're probably going to swing this all the way back down and retest bottom support right here at 34 cents, which would be unfortunate, but regardless of the direction, it's a very easy profit. So that's pretty much the target. Everyone is just being patient. I'm being very patient and waiting to see which direction this coin wants to lead to. If we close, like I said, above this resistance, we are going to see an immediate pop. What I believe would swing us up, let me just delete this, would swing us up to the 4-hour moving average. Vice versa, if we don't, we're going to see a swing to the downside right here to 35 cents. So once again, to pull up the daily, just so you guys can get a reference, we are in a good position. You know, we're trading above or inside the daily moving average right here. Let me pull up the moving averages. Here we go. This is the moving average and the relative strength indicator, as well as the MACD. You can see we're extremely undervalued on the MACD. We look okay on the relative strength indicators. If we manage to break above here, it's game on and we're going to see a pop. So I'm really excited for XRP right now. I do believe if we see the confirmation, we just need to close above this resistance in the slightest bit, we're going to see that swing to the upside. Vice versa, we could experience the swing to the downside, but regardless, we'll find out by the end of today. Tonight, when tomorrow's candle opens up, it's either a short and a big profit to the downside, a big swing back down to 35 cents, or if we close above this resistance, a big swing to the upside. As for the other altcoins like Ethereum and for Bitcoin, I don't think Bitcoin is the best coin right now to jump right into. I do think Ethereum is definitely fairly undervalued right now. I think by the time this video is being recorded, which is at 8:40 a.m., there's a good chance the coin is going to continue to swing back up and retest about $1,600. So I do think for right now, this is going to be a fairly big profit that I'm going to jump into and capitalize off the small run to the 4-hour price, to the 4-hour moving average. You can see right here the beautiful confirmation creating a big pop above its higher low. We kept creating these lower highs. Lower high, lower high, lower high. We got sandwiched inside the downtrend, and finally we're bouncing off of here, breaking through the resistance. Good chance today, tomorrow, and the next day we're going to be swinging back to the upside. This is huge for the markets. This is huge for Ethereum as this is starting to pop off. I'm very excited for what's to come within these cryptos. I think an immediate move, probably by the end of today, up to 1658 on Ethereum from 1529 right now. As for Bitcoin, Bitcoin also broke through its resistance. It's too late to capitalize off the small run on the 4-hour to its moving average right here on the 4-hour. But in regards to the daily, as you guys can see, big pop that we had. Good chance that we're going to continue to move up as these lower highs were constantly being created. We finally decided to break the trend, start to swing back up. We use bottom support, breaking upwards. Probably going to hit, I'd say, 49,750 at a top for Bitcoin by today. And then I do believe we're probably going to trade inside this, this sideways channel right here. But this is definitely a huge sign for tomorrow and the next day of slowly starting to create higher lows, and we'll start to swing back up. And maybe by the end of March, we could see another retest of all-time highs again. So I'm fairly bullish right now. We'll see how today's candle closes for tomorrow, but I am starting to become fairly bullish on the market as coins are starting to break through resistances, break through the prior pattern, and start to swing back to the upside. As for Cardano as well, Cardano is in this uptrend as well. Coins are doing very well. Right now, what I'm waiting for is if I'm going to buy back into Cardano, I'm waiting for a movement back down to support. If we can close above here and start to see a swing like this, I'm going to buy in and expect to see a pop, probably bringing us back up to $1.50. But otherwise, guys, that's pretty much going to wrap up today's video. Definitely give a huge shout out to Let's Exchange. I did link them in the description down below. Otherwise, if you are new to the channel, definitely make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, leave a giant thumbs up as this does help support the YouTube algorithm, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Peace.